Hey MUVFit community, I'm so excited to come to you today and talk to you a little bit about these big changes. They've been coming for months. We finally got them here. We're super excited to share this with you. Some of you have already been in and seen some of the things going on, but I wanted to explain it all to you, show you around the gym, all the new things we've got and how everything is supposed to work. One of the first things I wanted to talk to you a little bit about is why we made this change. So first and foremost, the reason we do just about everything at MUVFit is to improve your experience as a client. And we felt like this was a necessary change to just elevate the experience that every client gets when they come into MUVFit. The second reason is just evolving. I've had MUVFit open for 14 and a half years, and for those of you that have been here a long time, you've seen it already evolve quite a bit. But just from the equipment we had, it was just kind of pieced together little by little over the years. A lot of things didn't match. We had plates that didn't match. We had racks that didn't match. And there wasn't enough stuff for the clients that we had. So that was one of the big things I wanted to do, is create an experience for our clients that allows you all to have your own individual space and step it up from that perspective. And finally, I just really wanted to match the gym to the brand. We've been here a long time in Nashville. We've got a very good reputation. For those of you who've been clients for a long time, you know what we're about. But I felt like our gym didn't quite match our brand, so I wanted to step everything up. So when people hear about MUVFit and they hear how great our community is, when they walk in the gym, what they see matches what they expect. So those are the things that I really wanted to do with this change. So I hope you all love it. So without further ado, let's check it out. Here we are, and I'm going to start here in this side, and what you're going to notice right out of the gate is our front desk is gone, okay? And this is purposeful. One of the things we really wanted to do is take advantage of our space. And space is important. We know you all feel that way too, and we just wanted to take anything away that we felt wasn't utilizing its space as well as it needed to be, and we felt like the front desk was one of those things. So it allows for just a nice open space when you walk in. We are going to have a small sleek table here that has like our client checkout for our supplements and a few other things that we typically would have on the front desk, but we do not plan on having any front desk here. This is going to stay the way it is moving forward. Now the other thing, if you want to pan around the gym, you will see that we now have a squat rack, a bench, a pull-up bar, a station for every client. We have 4 in this space. We have 4 in the space you're currently in, okay? And so what this will do is allow the coaches to really be able to work within the space and to be able to see all the clients at once. So rather than having our clients separated out, like 2 on this side, 2 on this side, we're going to be able to put all our clients in a session. If you have 4, they're going to all be in this one side. That way that allows the coaches to keep their eyes on the client the whole time rather than have the wall kind of blocking their vision to see and have people way on the other side of the gym. But because of how we got it set up, everyone has their own space now. So there's no tripping over each other. You're not having to run to different parts of the gym to get different things. You have everything you'll need, as you'll see, in the way we've got it set up currently. So we'll just kind of walk over to one of our spaces real quick and just give you an idea of what we have. So obviously we have our squat rack, we've got our J cups, we've got our pull-up bar. Our pull-up bar has different handles on it now. We've got the neutral grip position. We've got, this is actually a safer underhand position for chin-ups. And this is a safer overhand position for pull-ups. But you can also use the straight bar, which is called a fat bar, for a traditional straight bar pull-up that actually helps with forearm strength to use that fatter bar right there. You'll notice that every single person has their own TRX now, their own suspension straps. So these are all attached. These are actually individually placed. They're a little different than the TRX we used to have. They operate exactly the same. You would pull up on the strap, push the button down, pull up to bring it up. You would just simply push the button down and pull down to extend it out. Now one of the other benefits is with having this the way it is right here in its place, we've got this little spot right back here on the back of the squat rack where you can just tuck it in and get it out of your way. So if it's not something you're working on that day and you need the squat rack for squats or whatever it might be, you can just get that guy out of your way anytime you don't need it, and it's a beautiful thing. We also have barbell storage for every single rack. So if you're not using the barbell, rather than having the barbell on the ground, which frankly I couldn't stand, and you'll see that a lot. There's a lot of things we took off the ground, which is a pet peeve of mine. We have a space for it, okay? So anytime it's not in use, it can go right there. You'll notice everyone has its own rope, okay? We have new ropes. They all have sleeves to protect them. They all have their own rope anchor right there. So at any point you can use those. We're going to have steps, 2 blue and 2 6-inch steps and 1 4-inch step for every single station. We have a few more of those on order that are coming in. We have brand new benches. Everyone has their own bench. No sharing a bench. How fabulous is that? Beautiful blue, lovely. They incline, decline. There's no need to pull any pins. Simply come up. Simple as that. You just tuck it into the slot, and there you go. Easy peasy. The other thing we have is everyone has their own landmine attachment. So there's no reason to have to go try to find a landmine, get out a big heavy bumper plate, set the landmine in there. You have your own landmine right there. You just attach the barbell right into there, and you can work from there, and it works exactly like all of the landmines do, moves all around. Okay? Finally, one of the coolest things we have got are the new anchor pulley systems. So what this is a replacement for the old big dual cable crossover machines. We only had 4 arms on those. You have 8 clients, only 4 arms. There's 4 people that can't use them. Now everybody has their own, okay? And the way these work, they've got a magnetic resistance system in here. These little plates just pop on to add resistance, and they pop back on just like that. We do have plate storage, okay? So on every other rack, we have plate storage. You will notice this. You'll see there are specific plates for the left, specific plates for the right, 5, 10. These actually have quite a bit of resistance. They're surprising how strong they can get. A couple notes about them. You can have more plates on one side than another, so they don't have to be evenly stacked. If you have like 2 plates on the right, 1 on the left, that's fine. But they cannot have more than 3 plates on each side. That's the maximum amount possible for each side of the anchor pulley system. We do have some more handles coming, so each station will have 2 handles. But outside of that, they operate exactly like any other cable system you've ever used. And the other thing is they easily slide up and down. They're actually Velcroed on. Very strong Velcro back here. If you ever need to move them, you can just un-Velcro it, slide it down, torque it down. There it is. Just moves down the rack as you need them. These J-cup handles are a little bit different. They're a little heavier, a little bulkier than the ones we had before, which is good for safety. What they do, you just pull this pin, lift up, they pop right off. So if you want to place them back on, you snap them down right there, and they're snapped and locked in place. Super safe right there. Let's see, just moving kind of around the gym, you'll notice the new storage systems that we have, which are my personal favorites because it takes everything off the ground. So we've got kettlebell storage. We hope to not have kettlebells just randomly strewn about the floor. We will eventually kind of label where each one goes. That way it's very clear where to pick them up, put them down. But they're very easily accessible right here. We've got different things for, that normally would have just been kind of thrown on the ground or random places in the gym. We've got our Eric's pads, we've got our slam balls, sandbags, our sliders, all these different things on this shelf. You'll notice we've got like our carpets for the sliders, our heel elevation, our barbell pads, which we're gonna make sure there's enough for everybody. Still a few more pieces coming in. You'll see we got our stability ball storage here. We no longer have the stability ball storage in the green room like we used to. Plates, look at these beautiful plates. We've got brand new plates. These are all competition bumper plates. Very, very nice. No more clanging around of a bunch of metal plates in the gym, which is fabulous. So we've got 45s, 25s, and 10s. We've got way more weight plates than we had previously. We do not have 35 pounds. We just have a lot more 25s and 10s to just add up to the 35s when we need those. But you'll notice that they are either underneath this storage area here, or if you want to flip around, they are loaded up on these two squat racks in the front. And they are just as you would expect, 45, 25, 10. And then we do have our 5s at the top and our 2.5s on the other side. They're colored, so you can see exactly what they are. But the smaller plates will always be on these racks here. You'll notice on these squat racks we have some safety bar attachments. If you're doing like a rack pull, or if you're doing a bench press and you like that safety bar there, then we can move these to any squat rack in the gym. We just have them placed here currently. Let's see. Moving over here, you will notice what we used to have. We used to have the medicine balls and the dumbbells here, which kind of took up a lot of space. We've moved these out of the way to create more space. You will notice, despite having a lot more equipment in here, it feels way more open than it used to, which is purposeful. We want to be able to have that nice space to move around. So you will see that we've now moved our dumbbells just right here where our old dual cable crossovers were, and we have our extra bar storage here. There will be 4 total trap bars. We've got the Swiss bar, the safety squat bar, and then everyone will have their own squat bar. We still have a couple of those coming in yet, but everyone will have their own squat bar again, or Olympic bar. So all that we take care of. The rest of the stuff is all where it was before. The dumbbells, the bands, all that is exactly the same as it was. We still have our stability balls up in the corner, and we still have our mats exactly where they were as well. Foam rollers we'll probably just have somewhere in this position or near the front of the gym for when people come in. You'll see them there as well. Let's see, I don't think I've missed anything in here. So let's move into this room really quick. I'm going to show you one last thing. So in here we've got obviously still our cardio pieces, all these are here, but I want to introduce you to the new torque tank. All right, so this is our sled replacements. The sleds we would have to load up with a bunch of metal plates. It was honestly a pain in the butt to do. We had sandbags thrown all over the place to load them up. These babies do not require any of that, okay? So the way these work, they're magnetic resistance. First of all, these things are very heavy in and of themselves, but you can use them anywhere. They don't just have to be used on turf. But you'll see these little lever here, this little lever here on the side, which creates resistance. So you have neutral, 1, 2, and 3. Obviously 3 is the toughest, okay? 3 is the hardest. And the way it works is exactly like it would previously. You just push, but when you push on this thing, it's pushing back. So it's creating a lot of resistance. The harder you go, the harder you push, the more resistance this thing will push back at you. So this does not need weight. This does not need sandbags or plates or anything else to load it down. It works exactly the way it's supposed to without all those things. So we won't have to worry about loading it up. It's mainly about, hey, how hard are we pushing ourselves when we're doing this finisher or whatever else you're doing with this tank. And this guy, as some people have already experienced, will wear you out. All right? So I think that's it. There are a couple last pieces that are coming down the pipeline shortly. We do have a really cool thing we're doing with this wall that we will just surprise you with once it gets here. And then we have a few more things coming from the client experience and just kind of a system process that is going to be hitting the gym in the next few months that we're really, really excited about. It's just gonna really elevate the game one more notch. So I hope you enjoy it. I did this for you guys. Our team had a big part in just kind of how we set everything up. I was listening to them and what we needed to make this place the best it could be. And I hope that this just takes your experience here and elevates it. So hope you enjoy it. Let me know, give me some feedback. I'd love to hear it. Have a great rest of your day.